All right, CVT lesson for Jason. This is Sweet and Lynch with Time Will Tell. And you want to tune flat on this. I don't have quite enough frets for one of the end notes on the solos. I'll explain that when we get there. Killer song. Michael Sweet from Stryper, George Lynch from Dokken, Lynch Mob. Just a brilliant mixing of both worlds within the same world. What I'm getting at is they sound awesome together, don't they? So anyways, Jason, let's do this. So it's tuned flat. There's a lot of layered guitars, a lot of multiple effects. I wrote that down in your tabs. I mean, there's like octave on the intro and like a phase shift thing, a chorus, reverb, delay. There's a lot going on. It's beautiful. So I say we get right into it. This first part has the octave. I don't have that set on this, or I'll be going back and forth to my Rocktron. But excuse me. So this is, you know, from 0 seconds to 2 seconds, and this is the but it sounds fuller because of the octave, and it does sound like an octave pedal. Sometimes people will double, you know, they're playing live. This does sound like a pedal. You can tell a lot of times on the bends or the vibratos, like if they sound exact, and they pretty much do on this. So it's got a lower octave on it. So we got 1412G. This is alternate picked, and then down on the open D. Lynch is just a master. You can't say enough about him, man. His phrasing, the way he just stylistic so effortlessly with him, you know. And then 1413D. Now keep in mind this is straight alternate pitch. You'll see that in your tabs. 12A after that. You got 2 notes on one string, 3 notes on the next, 1 note on the next. Think 2, 3, 1. And then 1213D, 12G, 13D, and then 12, 15, 12 on the A with vibrato. So, oops. I'm not getting the sustain out of this beast right here that I want. Gotta have this thing worked on. Okay, then section 2, this is guitar 1, comes in at 3 seconds. I did give you a couple of the guitar parts that Lynch did, so you can pick and choose. This is that octave melody that Mike Sweet's singing over. That whole part. Oops. This is a second half of it, and I just totally got lost. And that's going to go twice. So octaves, you know the deal on these. 12A, muted D, 14G. Pick and choose what secondary finger you want to use. It's not really wrong either way. We're dealing with smaller fret spacings here, and they get further down here. So, you know, I'm going with first and pinky. I change things up like that. You're going to slide way over here to 7-9. Right? And then we got 15-17 to 14-16. So back to 12. And this is all octaves on the same strings, so A through G. The D obviously being muted. Slide over to 10-12, so whole step flat. Back to 12-14. So, got a rest there. Slide it over to 7-9. And as soon as you get over it, strum it. So, don't let that slide be the ring out of it, okay? And that's why you'll see in your tabs parentheses around the initial 7-9. That's your end point from your slide, and then it's written again to strum. And then we basically kind of start over. You'll hear them slide up, and once you get over the 12-14, hit it. Basically just like the last little part I was telling you about. So, and then at this point, kind of starting over but changing the end. Right? So that's repeat. 12-14, slide to 10-12. Strum the 10-12. And then rest. So, and then slide back up to 12-14 and strum it. And then a 10-12. That's the hook right there. And it's a very catchy hook, mind you. Alright, so then, like I said, that's 2 times. Section 2, guitar 2. This is a little tough to hear, but this is what I'm hearing. This is being played, over it. There's like clean stuff over it. There's a lot of stuff happening, effects in here. Then we got... Very cool, man. It's very, very Lynch. I wonder why. Okay, open 7, 5 open. Now I was going between this, and I really think it's this one. Open 7, 5 open, that's A, D, G, B. Strum those, and then open 2, 4, that's A, D, G. And then go to open 2, 2. So we have, and then open A, 3, D, open G, 3B, 3E. It's an awesome chord, huh? So we have, and that's going to be strummed twice. So we got, and then right back up here. And it's sounding to me like open 7, 4 open. And then back to, well, this is different. 3, 0, 1, 3. I think Lynch used this in Hunter, I think. And you'll end up going. So you'll strum those 4. Lift the pinky off to where it's open E and go up, down. And then open G and B. That's the hook. Beautiful chords, man. Yuck. That's 2 times, right? So that's going over the octave part. Then clean channel. This is the verse, I believe, or Mike Sweet's coming in, and it's clean. Got a lot of different effects going on. There's delay through this as well. So we're playing it as an arpeggio. Open 7, 5 open. That's A, D, G, B. And just play them, in that order. You'll see the hold line for your tabs. 3-0-3 on the D, G, and B. And just strum those 3. Make sure that this finger has the angle with the knuckle, because it's going to be real easy to mute the G. That's part of the beauty of Lynch with his chords, is he's not always playing what you think. So one note really can add a really nice element melodically to his progressions. So we have, don't be deceived. When he hits that B, you'll hear an echo off of it. And I almost thought it was a picked note. And I'm like, no. So we have, and then start that back over. Then we got this. And that's 3D leading right into open G and 1B. And that's a chord hold. So have them both sitting down, root, and then the 2. And then lift off to open G and B. Okay, that's the clean part. Lots of layers, like I said, beautifully done here. So that moves right along. So in a lot of these parts, you'll be playing something like that, and then it keeps going, but Lynch brings in another guitar. And that's what happens right here. On the top of page 2 at 42 seconds, it's alternate picked, distortion, and it goes like this. So, good percussive in your face part. Open A, palm mute, alternate pick 8 times, and then a real staccato rest. Let's take these fingers, lightly set them down. People think when they palm mute that doesn't matter so much because they're palm muting, so they're thinking in their mind sometimes mute, well, it's going to deaden it. It doesn't. You still have some bleed through, so you want to secure it by bringing these down, right? Just real soft, enough to dampen the string and cut off that note. And then 2 groups of 4 alternate picked. Okay, that's got double dots around it. In music, we know that means to repeat. You're going to do it 3 times. And then coming out of that, to wrap up section 4, you're going to do 8 more of those open A's, palm muted, alternate picked. And then fret 1 on the E, triple it, down, up, down, up, down, up, 6 times, to the 3rd fret on the low E, 6 times. And that's not palm muted. Got to listen close, like I said, Jason, because there's a lot of guitars layered. So it's easy to get lost. Like I said, behind all of that, it's still doing that, you know, all that stuff's going on. Really cool, man. Lynch, it's always a treat with him. And Mike Sweet. All right, so at 56 seconds in, this is the chorus. I love this. It's section 5, and see if I can get this right. Yeah, buddy. So triple it down. Open A, palm muted. But do think triplets, okay? And then 5th fret bar on the D and G, and then quarter step bend it, just slide. Use the thumb as an anchor. This will help when you got to do these double stop bends. And I went back and forth on, you know, Lynch's picking style is not always consistent in a cool way, you know what I mean? Which makes him hard to emulate. I'm thinking he's doing a down on those 5s. It's not a huge deal, but I was going up to keep it straight alternate pick, but I don't think that's what's happening. Not a huge deal, like I said. And then you're going to do 7, pull off to 5 on the D, and then palm mute 7A. And that's a down as well. And then I'm pretty sure once again, with Lynch's choppy style at times, that he goes 7, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7. I think he starts that secondary 7 with another down. So it'd be palm muted, 7, 6, 5, and then 5, 6, 7. And then take the palm mute off on the 6, 7 on the way back. So 3A, pinch harmonic, half step bend. It's awesome. Then to finish out, I believe this is the chorus. Of course. For some reason, it kind of reminds me, there's this band called Fifth Angel. I don't know if you ever heard them, Jason. Maybe it's just, I think they had a song called Time Will Tell. I don't know. Completely different, but I'm just saying. And then to finish that out, you're going to go triple it. So that's 3, 6, 9 times, right? Into 5, 5 DG. All right. Yeah. Quarter step bend the 5, 5 DG. This is the next part, by the way. I know it's the same as the part right before, but. And then palm mute, open A, down, up, down. The flat 5 chord that Lynch uses a lot. That's down, up, down, down. And I'm hitting down on that 4, 5 DG. I think some of them are vibratoed. Okay, and repeat that, but go to 3, 5. So it's. That's 4 times, by the way. Then we go back, we hit some repeats. Section 2, Section 3, Section 4, Section 5. The guitar solo is really the only thing left here. And we're going to start on 2G, hammer to 4, hit it as a pinch, half step bend, hold, release, pull off to 2. It's a mouthful, huh? Just for a couple notes. And then slide up to 5. Lynch is a master at this type of legato. And then hammer to 7. So hit the 7, slide to 9. Slide to 9, like I said, and then go 5, hammer to 7 on the G vibrato. So, okay, we move to page 3, and that came in at 228, by the way. This is cool too, man. He's got a pick, hammer, pull, pull, 5, 7, 5 open on the G. So, make sure you snap with those fingers to get the pull-offs clear. Lynch is flying on that. And then down up on 3rd fret D, vibrato. So we have... Mine's zero Rhodes right there. 2D, this is timestamp 233. You're going to pick, hammer 3, pull 2, pull open. And then pick the open. Whammy, a half step down and a half step back up. It's emulating with the whammy. And then palm mute 5, 7 on the A and 5 on the D. 7D, pinch harmonic vibrato. 236 timestamp. 7, 9, 10 palm mute on the D. We got. Now his tempo here is like in between. It was hard to tell if he's down picking this because it's choppy, you know. You have to experiment with that. So 7, 9, 10 palm muted. Go 7G. Palm mute 9, 10 on the D. 7 on the G, 9 on the G with the first finger. Now it was hard to tell if the setup on this was here or jumping over to 5. But note-wise, I got it for you. Just fret placement, not positive. There was no live to look at, so after you get to there. You'll go 12D palm mute. That could be, but I'm still going with this guess. So 12D is palm muted, right? And then we pull off 10 to 9 on the G. Pick the 12G. 10 pull off to 9 on the G, and then pick the 10G. So it would be. Alright, that's that part. First finger slide from 5 to 7 on the A. This part I wasn't sure about fret placement either. You're going to slide up to 7, up 8E, down 7D. So, and I opted to go up here for the next part. 10, 9 on the D, pull off, and then 12A. After that, go 10D middle, slide to 12, 14A. B. Same notes, different strings. After that, keep losing my place here. Bunch of notes. 10, 12 on the D, 14A, so that's twice of that basically. But we're sliding at the first one. 12D middle, 9G index, 12D. So it'd be, and that's where he may have shifted over here as well. 10 pull off the 9 on the G, and then 12, 10, 12 on the G. He's probably transitioning to third and first finger. 10, 12, 10 on the B. So 12B, half step, bend, hold it, release, and then go 10B. And we better finish this up on the next video.